We are back with another one, 245 Sports. Myself, Dens, L Caps, and SB. How you doing?
I'm
Good,
good.
brother. How you doing?
Yeah, the Premier League's officially back. Week 1 in the books. Every team but Man United have played
Playing
currently.
today.
So yeah, we're just going to do a breakdown of every single game. Talk about this Chelsea hijacking as well.
Bullying, that's what I call it. Bullying.
Yeah, we're going to get into all of that. But yeah, let's start with the champions quickly.
Who, Arsenal?
Man
I keep
City,
forgetting them man didn't win the league. Ah, damn, they're pain.
3-0 slapping at Burnley. Haaland back where he never left, like he never left, with a double. Yeah, Man City just picking up where they left off last season.
I don't think they even had to try that game. I don't feel they even got out of second gear.
Not at all.
It was routine. But I was kind of disappointed from what I saw. I didn't watch the full game, but I was kind of disappointed in Burnley. I thought Burnley were going to be a bit better than what they were. Because obviously people were gassing up companies. Burnley's completely different. And it is different. But I thought it'd be more progressive. And they look overmatched. Obviously it's Man City, but we'll see how it goes later down the
No, the
season.
first half here, like they play progressive football, but the problem with Burnley is that they look too diminutive. Like in the past, Burnley were known for being Brexit, pure athleticism, no technique, just long ball, bully your opponents. But they now play football like how Man City used to play before. They got the nice pass and movements and everything, but they're too small. Man City's got the perfect combination of athleticism and footballing ability. So they just weathered the Burnley storm a little bit, and then after that, you just overwhelmed them with that madman. That Haaland, man, that guy's a problem child, man.
Yeah, man, I was saying this with Burnley this season. I don't think playing a progressive style will suit them right now. I think they need to be more pragmatic and then progress to a progressive style as you establish yourself in the Premier League. We saw with Scott Parker last season and Fulham. They were trying to play progressive football, and yeah, he got exposed real quick, and he was out the door. So let's see how Company adjusts, if he does make any adjustments, or if he tries to stick with his style. I had them. That's the reason I had them as going down, because they're gonna try and play football and it's not gonna work. But yeah, let's see if they can, and let's see if it doesn't work. If Company can adjust, let's see.
I think they might be alright. I feel like
they'll
this
be
style
alright.
of football, will give a lot of teams problems. But the thing is, their style of football is replicated after Man City. It's like the student trying to fight the master when the student's still a baby boy. Student's still student, and they ain't past first year yet. So a lot of other teams are going to struggle with Burnley's football. It might shock them, but with City, they're like, this is what we do. We started this. Don't bring what we started to try and kill us with it. And they had the size over them. So yeah, it was just, and I think it's the start of the new Premier League season. All eyes are on you. Everyone's watching the game, and you're playing the champions. It's just there's a lot of pressure to deal with, especially being a team coming back from the Championship. So you can write it off as a first game nerves, or unfortunate to play in the Premier League champions. So I want to wait till like after the first 3 games to see what they're saying.
Okay, yeah, let's move to the next game. Let's go to Arsenal. 2-1 victors against Nottingham Forest. Not the ideal start, I would say, for Arsenal, but most important thing is the W, I guess.
But Arsenal were cooking. First half, I was confessing. I was like, yo, you man, I was at the real deal. I was confessing. Arsenal were cooking. Saka. I keep saying it every single week last season. I love that guy. I love Bukayo Saka. I would. No, I was going to say I'd slap. No, I wouldn't. But I would love Saka, man. He's sensational. And he was doing this thing. And Martinelli. Let me set up for this one. Yo, Martinelli is who Man United fans think Rashidi is. Martinelli is a better footballer than Marcus Rashford. I've said it. He's better. He's a better footballer than Marcus Rashford.
Yeah.
The problem with Martinelli is that he ain't got the lungs. He can't last the full 90. That's his problem. After like 70 minutes here, he's dying. But Martinelli is a baller, sensational. Arsenal got some crazy techers in the team. I like Rice. I'm not a big fan of Rice, but he wins the ball back quick. Arsenal cooking. It's a shame what happened to Timber because he played well as well. I was liking what he was doing. He was giving them a good. He was inverting nicely, played well, and he's now out for 6 months with an ACL injury. Yeah, hold tight, Timber, man. But yeah, Arsenal looked good first half, but then I felt like they took their foot off the gas a bit, and then Ilangbeck came, showed them Wagwan, and then Awoni, Nigerian Nightmare came and scored, and then it was a bit techie towards the end, but routine win, 3 points, you can't go wrong. It's a shame that they lost their right back, but if you're Arsenal, you gave them 3 points opening game,
Yeah,
you're going to take that.
Some fans are not happy, Arsenal fans, because they felt we didn't create many clear-cut chances, and then we conceded a goal, and second half we didn't really score more goals. And I feel those things are true. We did take a foot off the gas. We didn't create so many clear-cut chances, but we created a lot of half chances, and we created a lot of when the ball flashes across the box but no one's there. It's not a chance, but you open the team up technically. So I'm also accounting for those. And I feel like the fact that we didn't really. I don't feel we played our best, and we still won. Is a positive in my opinion. I know, and we all know we got levels to go. We played a different formation, and that formation took everyone by surprise. So he must have took the opponents by surprise. We know what we did last season. We can just revert back to that if we have to and when we need to, which we kind of did in the Community Shield against Man City. So I feel like our change in the team was a positive only because he didn't really do that last season. Now he's got the options to do that. He can tinker around a bit. And on the Timber injury, it's very unfortunate. He seemed like he really loved the club and he really wanted to be here. Positive is now we have opportunity to go into the market to try to replace that injury, replace his absence. So yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was a great first half from Arsenal. Martinelli, Saka looked sharp. Yeah, they look good. Rice looks like he's fitting well with the team. He looks a part of the team. I'm interested to see how he does because it looks like they want him to play more, be more progressive. They want him to make those driving runs in the box. Play the kind of role that Xhaka, that new sort of role that Xhaka was playing at the beginning of last season. So let's see how that develops. Second half was a bit nervy. Took the foot off the gas, like you said, and yeah, and when you got his goal. But it's good in the sense of you never want to peak too early. It's only the first game, so you always want something to improve on, and yeah, that was the case. I think we got a preview of Havertz and how he's going to look in the Arsenal shirt, in my opinion. Just anonymous. I don't think he's going to be a good signing. I think he's going to flop. And yeah, Arsenal, they looked okay. They still need that number 9, though.
What about Eddie Murphy and Nketiah?
And Nketiah, yeah, he's good, but he doesn't, like I've always said, he doesn't have that presence.
Yeah, this is it. Nketiah is basically a poacher. I feel like, but the things with Nketiah, he can run. He's decent at a lot of things, but I think if you give him chances, he'll score. And he's almost like the Aubameyang mold, where obviously he's much better on the ball than Aubameyang. Aubameyang never wanted to touch the ball unless it's in the box, but he can do a bit of everything. And I think it's underrated. I don't think we need a 9. I just feel like we need more dynamism, more how to explain this, top end quality to open up teams sometimes. That top end quality that Man City have. Yeah. When they have, I don't think we have top end quality. Only top end quality we have from unlocking a defense perspective, maybe Saka and Odegaard.
Yeah, it's just the way I see Nketiah is like if I was a centre back and I'm playing against Haaland the night before, I'm gonna be having a sleepless night. If I'm playing Nketiah, I'm going to bed fine, no issues.
Yeah, but if you think about it, yeah, you look at a lot of Haaland's goals from last year. A lot of them were in the 6-yard box. right? There are a lot of tap-ins, a lot of back posts, nicking the ball. And a lot of strikers can score them goals. He just gets in those positions because the team allows him to.
You're saying that, but not a lot of strikers are 6'5", can sprint for hell,
that's the difference. That's
leaping,
the
left foot, right foot finishing.
That's what I mean by physical presence.
He's a physical beast, and he can out muscle our strengthen your defenders. And Nketiah's what, 5'10". He's not doing what Haaland is doing.
He's not. But I just still think the guy's underrated. He scored a goal, and people are still saying we need a 9. He scored a goal. Like, what more does he have to do?
And Nketiah, he's not bad. He's not bad. He is underrated, but I still do feel like if you are gonna challenge City properly, you do need that quality 9. I think quality 9 is underrated facet of the game. You need a quality 9 to prosper because City have it, Liverpool have it now. Like it's just important. You need a goal scorer because you've got the creators in your team. So you need that player that is going to be consistent, giving you 20, 30 goals a season. Because Nketiah had a run of games where he was your 9, and he scored a couple games, but then he kind of disappeared. So we've seen him in action where he's been given a string of games to be that 9, and he hasn't really shown. He's shown they can score here and there, but he hasn't shown that he can get you 20, 30 goals in the league. So I reckon you do need that. Because you're going to get maybe 15 from Saka, maybe another 10 from Odegaard, maybe another 10 from, what's his name, Martinelli. But you need that extra 20 to come from the main striker. So a 9, like everyone's been saying, is something that Arsenal do need. It's not a critical thing, but they do need it.
Let's move to the next game.
Sorry. Going back to Arsenal. But from what you saw, do you feel Arsenal close to City or not? You think they're still worlds apart?
From the first half, I felt like Arsenal were close to City. From the first half performance, I felt like Arsenal's football. You can say Arsenal played the best football in Europe right now. In terms of are they the best team? No, City still. The difference with Arsenal and City is that I feel like City have the combination of football and physicality combined. Because you got a guy like Rodri. Rodri's a footballer, but he's a physical specimen as well. You got a guy like Haaland, physical specimen. You've seen City's back line, all of them beast. So I feel like that's maybe where the difference is. I feel like City and Arsenal can ball on the same level, but then City's extra dimension will take them over in terms of physicality.
And from what I've seen, it's just that City are just efficiency. They just operate efficiently. They just, even in the centre backs, they just destroy the striker quickly, get the ball back and just stop popping it again. When they lose it, they win it back quickly. They get a half chance, they take it. The margin of error for them, they don't make any errors. They don't really make any mistakes.
I think the one thing that City have that no one else has is Rodri. Rodri might be the best player in this league, That guy's a destroyer. Rodri is mad. He's simply the best player.
Rodri's very good. He just doesn't. Everything he does is for a purpose. When he doesn't do no flashy stuff, he just gets it, pops it, gets it, pops it.
He's so efficient. He's the best player. You can say Haaland gets all the glory, but Rodri without Rodri, any team with Rodri in that prospers, man.
I think City are a better team, but we'll see if they prove me wrong. But I just think their level is going to drop this season, just due to mental fatigue, basically, and no Club World Cup. But let's see. But let's move to the next game. I want to talk about Newcastle, Aston Villa. People's Aston Villa bubble got popped in that.
They.
It's true. I was on that train too,
In 90 minutes.
I got to sell some stocks of Aston Villa,
Yeah, man, I was smoking that Villa smoke, I was saying last week how Villa are going to be competing top 7. This hasn't changed my opinion. I just felt like no other team will do that to Villa. Newcastle were just on crud. And it felt like once Tyrone Mings went off, Villa just kind of capitulated a little bit more. Because some of the goals that they were conceding was just a bit silly. But you saw some of the strengths of Villa. Diaby looked good. Him and Ollie Watkins, they look dangerous together. Diaby's rapid. I didn't think he could use his right foot, but he was proving me wrong with every touch. He's like, here, right foot, right foot. Oh, okay, cool. I'm wrong. You can use your right foot. I think he's going to be a problem. So, just Newcastle are very efficient.
Newcastle away from home, it's a deadly day for every team in the league.
They're crazy.
So, I think let's be fair to Aston Villa. Losing to Newcastle at St James's Park is not a bad thing. A lot of people are going to lose there. A lot of teams are going to lose there.
Everyone's going to get a taste.
Yeah.
And Isak, his first goal was offside by a mile. I don't know what this new offside rule is, because he was a whole body length offside. Yeah, so what was that about?
I don't know. Maybe the picture.
Is it daylight now?
I don't know, because I saw another goal that was. It looked like
even Spurs. Christian Romero was offside, but the lines. I don't know how the line are they like curving the line around the body? What is it?
I don't know, man. But yeah, Newcastle they looked good. Any team that comes to Newcastle and it's prime St James's Park atmosphere, it's a long day. You saw the crowd were up for it from minute one, and they got the early goal. Tonali, he looked good.
He's wavy.
I didn't realize he had an engine like that. I knew he was good on the ball, but
no, like, he's actually got an engine. It's more like a proper hard tackling DM.
Like Tonali's the best midfield signing anyone's made this season.
Yeah, he can.
For the price that they paid for him, he's the best.
He can get about. I didn't realize. He looked good. Yeah, Isak with those 2 goals, he looked good.
Oh, the second
Callum Wilson came on. He looked hungry and he could have got a hat trick. So they look good. They do look very good.
Do you know who looked good? That I didn't rate last season, Anthony Gordon. He was cooking.
I've been telling you about you. I've been telling you about him. I've been telling you.
He was cooking.
Scouse, he's the Scouse Vinny. I'm telling you,
he was cooking. I was like,
yeah.
I have to apologize to him. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
he was cooking. I was like, yo,
he's a good player, man. He's fast as well.
That's why they got rid of.
He's gotten taller.
Yeah. I told you that 21. I think he's a good player.
He's 22. Yeah, he's a good player, man. Like Bruno Guimaraes wasn't even doing much in the game, and they still looked deadly.
That's what I'm saying. And then they got Harvey Barnes coming off the bench with his pace. He got a goal and an assist. They look good. Aston Villa, they look good as well. You know, I was impressed with how they came back after they went 1-0 down. They showed composure. And yeah, Diaby, good debut, good goal. Tyrone Mings, he threw off their whole game plan. And that high line killed them as well. That was the reason why
they was getting exposed.
Yeah, they looked so open because of that high line. So I'm sure they can make an adjustment and fix that. I don't think that's really an issue. Yeah, they look good. I think they'll be all right. They'll be all right. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say, but I think they'll be all right.
I like Villa. I haven't sold my stocks yet. I'm still here.
I think Newcastle, though, if they get a right winger and like a better, there's a better quality across the 11, they're closer than we think. That's what I think.
You know what? At first, I know it's only one game, but there's certain things you can see after one game already. And I had Liverpool finishing over them, but
you're confessing.
Now Newcastle are closer to Liverpool than I thought.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, Liverpool are still better, but I feel like if you take Salah out of that Liverpool team, I think it's a lot closer than you think.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, Newcastle they definitely need a right winger, like you said.
Yeah,
if they get a good quality right winger that can go with Almiron. Yeah, they're right there.
Yeah, I think Newcastle starting 11 is better than Liverpool's.
No, relax. Come on, bro.
No, let's go through it. The starting 11.
You don't need to go through it.
Who in Liverpool's better than Tonali in that midfield? Who's better than Bruno Guimaraes? Who's better than Isak? Is anyone better than who's the centre backs? Newcastle centre backs.
Botman and Shaw.
Konate and VVD are better. Alisson's better.
I'll take
Trent is better than whoever they have.
Trippier.
Robertson is better than whoever they have. Is it Matt Target? No, he's at Aston Villa now. Who they got? Dan Burn at left back. I'd rather have Robertson. And then I hate you on the midfield thing, but McAllister will be the third midfielder if you're gonna do a 3 in there. And you still got Luis Diaz. You still got Nunez. You still got even Harvey Elliott would be good for Newcastle. Harvey Elliott will start for Newcastle. Harvey Elliott will start for Newcastle.
Where?
On the right, where Almiron's playing.
No, I'd rather Almiron's way more. He's better than Harvey Elliott.
No, he's not. Harvey Elliott is top. Harvey Elliott is a good player.
Harvey Elliott.
You see when he came on yesterday. You see what he was doing.
Harvey Elliott is good on the ball, but he's not dynamic.
I didn't rate him.
Almiron's much more dynamic than Harvey Elliott.
I don't rate Elliott right now, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm being wild, innit? Like I like Newcastle's 11. Their 11 is very good.
They're close. They're closer than we think, man. They might tool up again in January too. They might go again in January, and they might get They want Tini apparently or Cucurella for that left back position.
The summer transfer window is not done yet, so who's to say they're not going to get some more people then? So
yeah. But let's go to Sunday's big game. Let's go to Liverpool-Chelsea. Game ended up in a draw, 1-1. Good game from what I saw.
Yeah, it was.
Good game, entertaining game, but I wasn't impressed by either team.
Yeah, like it just seemed like these are two teams with flaws, and I'm kind of looking at Liverpool kind of way because I feel like I don't think Chelsea did anything spectacular and just couldn't handle it. They actually got dominated. And if Liverpool are trying to get to where they want to go to, which is challenging for the league, you can't get dominated for that long against Chelsea.
Yeah, the first half they played well, but
the first 30 minutes of the first half they played well, and that's it.
And then when Chelsea got the equaliser from then on.
Yeah, so Chelsea.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're Liverpool, Chelsea keeps stealing your signings. How are you gonna like? What can you do? Chelsea wanted Lavia. They Liverpool wanted Lavia. Chelsea took him. Liverpool wanted Caicedo. They took him. They wanted Fernandes. They took him. Like everyone Liverpool wants Chelsea. Now they got a midfield of LFC. Like it's peak for Liverpool. Chelsea just taking all their midfielders.
Let's not make Liverpool the victim, man. Liverpool are a big side, they're a big club with good players, and people saying Klopp is better than Pep. People are saying that literally like 18 months ago. So we need to see it. We need to see it this season. If it doesn't go well for them this season, what do they really have to build upon if it doesn't go well this season? It has to go well this season. I'm not saying it's not going to go well for them this season, but I'm just saying based on the first game we saw what they can do. But I feel like they're not.
But Liverpool are two midfielders away from being back, to be honest, because they need two midfielders. Defensively, Liverpool are not as bad as people are making it out, because you're forgetting Liverpool in their prime. The whole reason why Liverpool was so dominant was because their front six were just always their press. They were maniacs with their press. So defensively, they didn't do much. But now their midfield can't press like that. So they've got their front three, but then their midfield ain't doing nothing, and then you got the gap to the defense. So defenders are looking more exposed because they can be attacked more. But if they get two midfielders who can press, that system's back up. Because Palace still there, Diaz, Jota, Nunez.
There was something more than on the pitch.
Because they had Firmino, they had Fabinho and Henderson. They weren't world beaters, but they were pressing machines.
But it was like a team chemistry. Obviously,
tactically they got done. They got done.
Say they managed to get Lavia and Caicedo. I know they're both going to go Chelsea, but if you were to insert them in Liverpool's team, they don't have the same synergy as that prime Liverpool team, so it wouldn't be the same.
But then again, that prime Liverpool team
and all of that,
they were built into having that. It just didn't happen overnight. Remember when Klopp first came? They wasn't great, and then he got the players in, and it became that Liverpool team. So that can still be done again. The formula is there to replicate, and it's still hard to deal with it. It's not like people have clocked how to play against it. When Liverpool, they give Man United 7-1. But it's still a problem.
What people are not, or the underrated thing about prime Liverpool is Firmino. There's no other Firmino in the world. You can't just go and buy another Firmino. And he was key. He was key, and that's an underrated part of Liverpool's whole success in terms of the whole chemistry and everything. like someone with the mentality and ability, the mentality of I can distribute. I don't need to be the man.
Unselfish.
I work hard, and I have that ability as well. That's
like
not something you find.
Imagine that front line with Jesus up top in the middle. It's just unstoppable, basically. They need someone who can drop in a lot. But
don't you think Jota could do that?
Jota's not good. He's not good.
He's no Firmino.
He's not good. He hasn't been good.
Chikudi Gakpo is struggling. He's being exposed a little bit.
He's a good player, but he's not. He's more of a striker rather than
he's not 9 though.
They're trying to make him Firmino, but
he's not. That's not his instinct.
Firmino has much more ability.
The thing is, the reason why on Twitter, they're saying this is Klopp's Wenger 2014 to 2018 era. Because really think about what he did here. You're saying he needs 2 midfielders, but he just bought 2 midfielders. So what are you trying to say? They need 4 midfielders now. Why would you spend that money on the first 2 if they're not really how your style of football was? That makes no sense.
Now you know what, yeah. Remember, for the longest, everyone was like, Arsenal need a holding midfielder. Arsenal need a holding midfielder for time. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. And then think about this too. They bought Nunez. That didn't work out. I still
think he can be good.
6 months later, they buy Gakpo to play in his position. What's happening here, man? What is happening here? You're mute.
I was going to say their forward line is stacked. And when you say the whole Arsenal thing, about Arsenal needed a DM, they did. And having the DM in place has led into where they nearly won the league last season alongside an Odegaard. So it was still a valid shout what people were saying. They did need it. And it's been helpful. And Liverpool need an energizer bunny in the middle. You're on mute, SP.
The club they went and bought McAllister and Szoboszlai.
McAllister is, I've told you, man, already. I said that guy's overrated.
No, but
you lot saw him for Brighton, and that wasn't going to translate to Liverpool. He's not a Liverpool player.
Like I said when they signed him, he's a good player. He's not a Liverpool midfielder or a Klopp midfielder.
He's not.
Like this is
Szoboszlai, I haven't seen him play much. I can't comment on him. But I've seen McAllister, and he's not pressing. McAllister thinks he's Messi. He's not pressing. He's not pressing.
Oh yeah. The thing is here.
Enzo was balling, by the way.
If the fact that Klopp and Liverpool decided to go to pay 110 mil for Caicedo after spending money on 2 midfielders before him, and this is the more critical ideal play they need, shows me they didn't have a plan. They had a plan and executed it terribly. They should have got the more pressing issue. Everybody knew Fabinho was done.
Yeah,
Henderson could have lasted one more season. Let's be real. We just knew Fabinho was done.
Yeah,
and that's more important than getting the center of your midfield is more important than the 8 position, McAllister and Szoboszlai. That's more important.
You know what?
No, but the thing is, if Liverpool then spent 110 million on Caicedo first and then went for the other 2, the price of brick could have gone up. Whereas if they get the other 2 quickly,
my point
then they can use the last money to hustle and get the last one, because if you show your hand too early, the market's going to react to that. So I reckon they were smart about how they went on, but it's just Chelsea.
No, my point is that spending 110 on Caicedo was never plan A. So why is it now the plan? Do you see what I'm trying to say?
You know what? Yeah, it's funny you say that.
Why are you trying to react? Why are you reacting this so late in the window when the season started already?
But they've been chasing Caicedo for a minute.
Nah, it's Lavia they've been chasing. It was Lavia.
No, they were chasing Caicedo. Lavia was always a second plan. But Caicedo, remember, it was agreed. Personal terms were agreed, but then Chelsea came and he's like, yo, I've always wanted to go Chelsea instead. London, family, more money.
Not from what I saw. I feel like that Caicedo thing was the last minute. They realized they weren't getting,
because there was rumors from a minute that they wanted Caicedo.
But you know what? Yeah, it's interesting that you say that, SC, because even Gakpo, he wasn't a priority sign. I think they signed him because
United
they saw it as a good deal. And maybe that was the same for McAllister as well. He wasn't what they needed, in my personal opinion, but they probably saw it as a good deal.
Because
if he has one more good season, the price is just going to skyrocket.
I think that's the weirdest signing.
They were linked to that Thuram guy, Khephren Thuram. He's like 6'4", dominant. He can move like the wind. 6'4". They're linked to that Kone. Have you seen that Kone guy from Wolfsburg in Germany? These men are like proper physical monsters in midfield. They were linked with both of them. They didn't go for them in the end, and then they went for Szoboszlai and McAllister. So, but I'm just thinking, Klopp, boy, this transfer window, what he signs, people like to complain and say he hasn't got to spend money. He spent a lot of money. It's just who you pick. That's the key part of it. So we'll see how it goes and who they get instead of Lavia and Caicedo.
Yeah, I would say I think Klopp should get Sangare from PSV. Arguably better than he might be better than Lavia. He might be on the same level as a Caicedo. He's good.
I mean, with them Dutch signings, yeah, we all thought Gakpo was going to be some mod beater. Anthony was supposed to be 100 million. The guy can't use his right foot. Useless as hell. So, I don't know, man. Them Dutch signings, you have to put an asterisk next to them now, man. Because even when the only Dutch player that's really come and done the madness was, what's his name? That devil that liked to bite everyone. Suarez. Remember they got Dirk Kuyt? Passion, but it wasn't that great. But in the Dutch league, he was a madman.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
Ryan Babel.
I think it's a player by player thing. Like Gakpo, I never thought he was going to be a world beater. I thought he was going to be a good player for the price, or a decent player for the price.
Yeah, and to be fair, the price is really cheap, so it's not like you expect. It was only about 28 mil, something cheap like that, 25. I think.
Gakpo, they're going for like 35.
Like Sangare, I don't think you can go wrong with him because from what I've seen, he's decent on the ball, good athlete. I mean,
the thing is though, with
you know who they should go for? Nana. But
I'm about to say that.
Everton?
Nana is a good one. But
I'm about to say
if he leaves Everton and goes to Liverpool, they'd kill him.
Yeah.
The thing is with Liverpool is their goal is Champions League and Premier League. Where they need to shop at are only like elite level players. They can't be. Sangare is a nice player, but is he elevating the team? And that's the hard part about being a top team. You can only get players that are going to improve your team, and that's really hard to find. And really like Caicedo would have done that for Liverpool because he's a top player. But yeah, it's hard to shop when you have those goals. What do you think of Chelsea? Do you think Chelsea look good?
Chelsea, they looked all right.
What do you think of Jackson?
Jackson, he's a striker with presence. He was causing Konate and Van Dijk problems. He had one or two half chances that he could have finished. I like his positivity. He likes to run at defenders, which is good. I think he's a decent striker.
I don't think he's better than Nketiah. I'm saying it now. He's not better. He's not.
In terms of
he has more presence, and that's it. Ability-wise,
yeah. I think ability-wise, they're right there with each other. It's just that he has that presence.
Yeah. If Nketiah was 6'1", yeah,
a bit faster.
Yeah, and a bit faster, but I don't think there's much of a difference, in my opinion.
There isn't. I don't think there isn't, but it's just that physicality is a big thing.
So if Chelsea get Caicedo and Lavia, have Enzo in there, what do you think of that midfield? What do you think of it? Where does it rank?
I think it's good on paper, but how it comes together on the pitch, I don't think it's going to be as good as people think it will be.
We still need to factor in Nkunku when he comes back as their cam. I want to see Caicedo, Fernandes, and Nkunku in the midfield three to see how that works.
I think on the slide, thinking about it now, they've got too many players. I don't know what formation they're going to play and how they're going to keep everybody happy. But when you go Chelsea, are you planning to be happy? You got 8-year deal. You're just thinking, this is just me set for life now.
Because they were playing wing backs.
Yeah, so they play 3-5-2. They play 3-5-2, yeah.
So, Madueke, Mudryk.
No wingers in that formation.
What's going to happen?
They're going to have to change formation literally every week, maybe, to accommodate for everybody.
Yeah.
Because they got Badiashile, they got Thiago Silva, Kovacic, Disasi. That's what 4 centre backs, and you played 3 of them yesterday.
And I thought Disasi was a right back.
Nah, centre back.
Okay.
You got still got Gusto, and they still got Cucurella, so they got a lot of players. And all the wingers didn't play yesterday, so next week they might have to play the wingers.
Reece James, Chilwell. Hey, Sterling's done.
Nah, he's not done.
Like I've always been saying, if you play him closer to the goal, like more of a 10, I think you'll see him perform to a high level. On the wing, yeah, he's done on the wing. He can't do anything.
As an older player, you kind of go in more infield because it's less running. Like he's still a good player.
Like he's a good, intelligent player, and he's capable. Yeah, like I said, I've always liked him in that position. But yeah, let's see what happens. Chelsea, yeah, now with all this money spent, they've got a title expectation. But yeah, let's go back to Saturday. Let's go to a team that I was impressed by, Brighton. They touched Luton 4-1.
They touched our boys, man.
But at the end of the day, it was 2-1 for a while, and they only scored 2 in like the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, they had a lot of chances.
Yeah, Luton,
that they should have put away.
Boy,
but he didn't.
Luton are not good enough. It's that simple.
I was looking across the league here, looking at team sheets here. I feel like the level of the Premier League teams are not as high as it last year. Because if you take out Zaha, I saw there was no Zaha and no Elise for Palace in that team. The team looked kind of average. West Ham looked average. Brentford look average with no Tony in the lineup. Not average, but they can't. Do you get what I'm trying to say? A lot of the and if you consider Sheffield United, Luton, who else? Burnley came up.
Wolves.
They're kind of like a lot of low-key bad teams, like 6 or 7 teams are just not good.
I don't know. I think maybe
the top 8 got super strong.
Yeah, I feel like all the top 8 got better, or maybe is it the bottom like 6 or 7 just got worse?
Yeah, I don't know. I think with the bottom teams, it's more about systems than individual talent now.
Yeah,
I think that's maybe why. Because like a team like Burnley, a unique system. Luton as well. Their system is unique in the Prem. Yeah. But yeah, Brighton, I like what I saw from them. They look good, even though it is only Luton. Luton did play well, but
I saw Luton had a few. Luton on the counter attack. I watched like the first 25 minutes.
Yeah,
they were getting to Brighton on the counter attack, and I was like, "Right."
Yeah, they're a physical team.
Just poor decision making in the final third. Like average quality in the final third.
Yeah.
Just Elijah Adebayo and Carlton Morris.
Average quality. It's like that quality could have got by in 2008, not in 2023.
Carlton Morris, I like. He's a headache for centre backs. I like him.
Yeah.
Obviously, he needs a bit more quality, but I think he's good. I think he can cause some defenders issues this season, especially with the direct style that Luton have.
You know, I like Luton as a town. Well, no, I didn't like as a town. I just like the memories I have from it. But yeah, they're going down, man. They ain't good enough.
I don't think the way they play is hard to keep up that intensity for 38 games. If they had this like a big squad and they managed to play the way they play throughout the whole season, I think they can stay up. I
can't see a single team they beat right now.
Yeah, and I think if you look at the pattern, a lot of teams when they come up, they kind of cash out and just in the hope of staying up in the league. And I feel like Luton should just cash out on like 1 or 2 players and just have a player that can win your game here and there.
I think Luton's strategy is to get enough money to build a new stadium. I don't think they're really serious about staying in this league because that team ain't keeping you in the Prem. Because they still have to build Power Court Road. They need the money, so they're gonna get that bounce back loan money and disappear. Get a nice new stadium and just call it a day. So yeah, hold tight, Luton, in it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens to them. Let's see. But yeah, let's go to the next game. Let's do Bournemouth West Ham 1-1. Yeah, not much to say about this game.
Battle of the average, isn't it? Average
Yeah.
at best.
I didn't see this game, but I'm gonna start watching Bournemouth a bit more. I like some of the players they have, so I'm gonna look out for them, especially Alex Scott. And I'm
Yeah, I
saying
said
it
that last
now.
week, innit?
I'm saying it now. But Solanke is a good player, so just
Yeah,
watch
I
out.
like Solanke, proper number 9.
If we had space in Arsenal, I'll take him. But yeah,
You
we'll
rate
see.
him over Balogun?
I don't rate him over Balogun, but what I do like is his physicality and his size, and he plays like a proper 9.
I think he's better than Balogun.
Does a bit of everything. I feel like if you gave, but the thing is, can he go to France and score 20 league goals? I don't think he can.
I think he can. I think he'll
bang if he plays for a top team, he can score like 25 goals in the Prem.
Yeah, I think
he really can.
Well, in terms of ability on the ball, he's better than Balogun. Maybe the other stuff, maybe Balogun, is better. But I rate him. I think he's a good player.
He's 6'4" and he can cover ground. He's fast. He's strong. Bullies defenders. Yeah.
I think
no
it's
one
decent.
To say about. What was that?
I think it's decent.
I think, boy, let's be real. United should have got him, man. Should buy him. I'd be real.
Got who?
Solanke. I'm being serious.
I mean, you got to take him.
I'm being very serious. Outside of Højlund, who do you have? Martial. Martial's not better than Solanke.
Martial's better than Solanke.
All right.
Anthony Martial's better than Solanke.
All right, cool. Let's
nah, come on, man. Nah, don't get my boy Moise like that, man. Yo. Nah, that's blasphemy, bro. Anthony Martial's better than Solanke. Solanke's decent. Solanke's not. He's good, but at a top club, I reckon he's good enough for like a top table side. Maybe I'd like to see him at Palace.
He'll just be the same as he is right now at Bournemouth. Like, it wouldn't be a difference.
Yeah,
I want to see quality around him, what he can do.
Maybe Spurs then.
That's not good enough either. Nah, Spurs ain't good enough either.
But I can't see him going to Arsenal making the world of difference there. I didn't see him doing much at United. Chelsea, no. Liverpool, no. City. So Spurs may seem like the right fit for him if you're going to go to a top club.
Yeah, but yeah, let's wrap up the rest of the games. Everton 0, Fulham 1. But Everton had so many chances.
Oh my days, that should have been 5-1. That should have been 5-1.
Yeah.
You see what Neil Maupay was getting abused on Twitter.
Yeah.
Boy,
someone on Twitter was like, Sean Dyche coached a 5-1 victory, but ended up losing 1-0 thanks to the players.
That's the truest statement, man. Because
it gets like that. They need a striker. It's just like in this day and age, having your Maupay as your starting number 9 is criminal.
Yeah, they should get Solanke.
Or Balogun. Just give him Balogun for 45 mil.
Yeah, they should get
because Maupay in 2023 is an extent. He's a dinosaur. So yeah, I mean, you get what you pay for, innit?
Yeah, man. And Fulham, yeah. Let's see if they can kick on from what they did last season without Mitro.
He came on though.
But is he going to stay? I don't know.
I mean, he was crying that he would never play for Fulham again, and now he's playing, so...
Well, yeah, let's see. Sheffield 0, Palace 1.
My boys.
The only thing I got to say about this is Roy Hodgson, chill.
He was a crowd at it.
And
about these young bucks. Don't get hurt, man. Don't get yourself hurt, man.
Just get a hernia.
Well, why is he so angry, though? Why is he so angry?
Listen, man, you're taking a piss, mate. Yo, Roy needs to relax. But, what can we say? Palace did their thing, beat a team that just came up from the bottom. So, good away win. And that was something that they struggled with last season.
Yeah, and it looks like Elise is going to go Chelsea, so they need to recruit. And obviously, losing Zaha, then that's not enough. Whatever they have right now is not enough. That's enough to beat Sheffield United, but not enough to do anything else other than that.
Yeah, like their bench, yeah.
They need to recruit quick.
Palace might struggle if they don't recruit.
Yeah. Let's go to the final game. Brentford 2, Tottenham Hotspur 2. Man, it was a decent game. Spurs, they're trying to play more possession based. I don't see it being effective. I don't think it's going to work with the personnel.
They were inverting their fullbacks a lot, which was interesting to see.
Yeah.
But what I do like is that, what's his name? Postecoglou. How do you say it?
Postecoglou.
Yeah.
Postecoglou actually has a style of play, and he tried to implement it quick on day one, which is pretty good. All he needs now is just to get the players in, which was actually quite refreshing to see. So, from a neutral perspective, that was interesting to see that she actually changed their style completely from last year. I'm not saying they're a good team, but you see what happens there. But I feel like they have no creativity because Maddison was fighting for his life, trying to do something. Son was not doing much.
Son is not creative.
You know who? Kulu. What happened to him?
He fell off a cliff.
That's why Juve let him go. He's inconsistent.
Bruh.
His first season, his first like 6 months, it was cooking. Yeah. He got the bag.
Boy.
Oh, yeah.
But Spurs just need...
They need a lot.
They need everything.
They need everything.
They need a new striker because they let Sugar Cane go. I think they need a new left winger because I don't think Son's good enough. I think they need a right back. I still think they need a centre back.
Centre mid.
They got Basuma. Yeah, Skip because
Oliver Skip.
No, I think Bentancur is injured, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is he injured, Bentancur? Yeah, so I think you need someone in there because you can't be starting Skip.
They got Ndombele back.
Is he back?
Yeah, he's back, but boy, can you trust?
He's trying to cut because he weren't even on their bench.
What do you think of? I heard the stories of Lukaku going Spurs. What do you think of that move for Spurs? I
said last week that I would get Lukaku for 35 million using the K money, wait until Jan to sign Ivan the Gambler as a gap, or taking him on loan. But then you said that you wouldn't take him because Lukaku wouldn't buy into Spurs or whatever. So
yeah, he's not a loan. He's not a guy you loan.
I mean, they've loaned him to Inter.
Inter.
Spurs.
But to be fair, I hear what you're saying. Lukaku be chilling at Spurs. Spurs is beneath him. Spurs is beneath him.
Lukaku was playing for a new deal. He was playing to get transferred because he didn't want to be at Chelsea. At Spurs.
And Lukaku was just playing in the Champions League final the other day.
But you're forgetting, he has no options now. Because even the Saudi man don't want him. Well, they wanted him and he doesn't want to go Saudi. So what options has he got? Because no top team in Europe is after him. Inter don't want him. Juve don't want him. Juve wanted him, but the fans don't want him. So
the thing with Lukaku is you have to build your team around him for him to be successful. And this new Tottenham manager has just implemented a whole new style. Are you going to really change it to fit around Lukaku? I don't think so, and I don't think it's worthwhile.
And then if you take Lukaku, that means Richarlison's on the bench. Is that what we're saying? He's not going to start anymore.
I put him on the bench easy.
But then
the thing is, Lukaku can bring people. The thing with Lukaku, as much as people like to laugh at him, his hold up
play is what? Yeah, it's good.
Lukaku's hold up play is good. No.
It's good.
Lukaku's hold up play is good. It's good. It's just sometimes his first touch is erratic, but his hold up play is good. Lukaku is strong. He can hold defenders off. He can bring people into the game. It's just that people like to banter his first touch, but his hold up play is very good. He can bring people into the game.
Yeah, like I always say,
and he's a finisher. Regardless of what people say, Lukaku's a finisher. Lukaku, when he's focused, is getting 20 goals plus.
Yeah, and he's always in a position to. Chances always get created when he's on the pitch.
Yeah,
someone like
Havertz, he had like 3 chances.
Someone like Havertz, you won't see him on the pitch. Lukaku, you're gonna see him on the pitch.
He might do a dumbness, but he's gonna do something.
Yeah, and he's gonna have opportunities to score.
Like
Whether he
Lukaku
puts
is,
them away or not.
he's a bit of a prima donna, but Lukaku's a good player. It's just people in the Twitter when the banter's first touch and put him in jeans and Timberlands.
That era was
But-
funny. That era on Twitter
Bro.
was so fun every week.
with the JD bag.
That era, oh my days.
They want to do that to my boy, but Lukaku is a good player.
But
And he wouldn't be the worst signing for Spurs.
if you're Spurs, do you think that's somewhere you should go, or do you think you should get like a young striker, like a 22-year-old striker?
I think for Spurs, I would take him because right now, what's the market saying for a 22-year-old, a young striker? There's not really anyone about. And if you're Spurs, I'll try to go for Ivan the Gambler, like I've said. I would take Lukaku as a stopgap. Come Jan, go for Ivan the Gambler. He's still, 27? Still got a good few years from him.
Mm.
I don't think Lukaku is a bad player for Spurs. And I don't think he's going to be damaging to the way they play. If anything, he might make Maddison even better because Maddison's going to have someone to feed the ball to. And like you said, he gets chances.
Mm-hmm.
That means he makes good runs and gets himself into good positions. So, and it might bring Son and Cooley into the game because they got someone to feed off. They got a central striker to play off. So I don't think he's the worst signing, but I don't know, man. I liked him at United. I really liked him at United, but people are like, Lukaku, and they got rid of him, and now we have to deal with my boy Marweezy. He can't stay fit for one day. Watch, he's going to get injured today. He's going to come on and get injured.
Yeah, that's all of the games. Anything else to add? Any action from Europe you want to talk on? Shout out to Bellingham for getting his debut goal.
Shout out to Kane for winning the Super Cup. Oh, he's cursed, man. Oh.
He'll get something, though. He'll get something.
Neymar gone to Al Hilal.
Yeah, Al Hilal.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, nothing. Shout out to Ruben Loftus-Cheek bagged the hat-trick the other day for AC Milan.
I saw it, but I saw it was a friendly.
Yeah, man, but still, man, he's still bagging hat-tricks. Man.
I was about to say, I was thinking, no.
I was like, what?
Simon is doing that in Serie A.
Yeah, but let him win, man. Let him win. Anything to talk about in Europe? Barca drew, Madrid won. PSG drew. PSG are good. Like, I don't know, man. All the Donnies are leaving.
Did you see the team they put out the other day?
It wasn't looking great.
I was like, who? Huh? They played like that. The team is just not good for the money they spent.
Wasn't looking great at all.
The team is not good.
Yeah, they need to change their strategy because
PSG was Saudi Arabia before Saudi Arabia came.
Yeah, this French Galacticos, it's not going to work. Failed. I think what they need to do is to sign the best French talent and then sprinkle that superstar in there. Have that one or two superstars. Basically, the rest, the best of France.
Just do a Bayern.
Yes, exactly.
Dortmund as if you're the club. just find all the ballers from France and buy all of them.
Yeah,
buy all of them. Any predictions for this United game coming up?
United will win. Yeah, that's all I got. United will win.
Old Trafford, we had a good record there last season. I think we lost once there to Brighton. So yeah, if we continue how we do at Old Trafford, we should win pretty comfortably. Wolves tend to give us a bit of problem when we play them. Last year, I remember Garnacho had to save us, so I'm a bit tentative, but yeah, I reckon United should win. I'm looking at team sheets now. Yeah, 2-0.
Yeah, another episode of 245 Sports. Let us know what you think in the comments if you agree or disagree with any of our takes. Whose first 11 is better, Newcastle or Liverpool? Let us know. And yeah, we're out.